Good morning, all you beautiful people, or good afternoon, depending on exactly where in the country you happen to be or where in the world you happen to be trading this beautiful morning. Welcome back to the Crypto Trading Room. My name is Justin Wise, lead analyst and senior mentor at CryptoCurrency.com. Hopefully you guys are doing absolutely fantastic today as we roll off on this later than normal Monday morning trading in the cryptocurrency markets. How is everybody doing? Sound off in the chat if you're excited, if you're ready to make money this week. This is what we're about. Of course, let's just dive right into it. We don't need to make a big thing about it. This like it's, you know, we don't got to make a thing. We can just get right to it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hopefully you guys are doing good. What did we see over the weekend? What did we see over the weekend? Looking at our weekly, I mean, weekly is starting off to be good. Again, this is pretty weak performance that we've had. These 3 weekly candles, relatively weak. No expansion. We're not in an expansionary area of the market. We're in a consolidation, potentially distribution area of the market. The only thing that's really bullish here is, of course, this weekly candle, this nice, very powerful buyback from the mid 38s, 38.5. So where we had this very strong up 10% buy candle, you know, just basically, you know, just pushing us back up in the range. But we have not yet broke out of that range. We're just straight, just moving completely sideways. You know, if you were trading a month ago and you came back, really nothing has changed too much. Good morning to you, network enthusiast. All right, so yeah, nothing super dramatic here on the weekly. If we go to our PTP system, we are, of course, in a bullish trend. So we do want that to be our primary factor when we're considering weekly positions here. We are, of course, quite a distance away, though, from our 200 SMA and all other major moving averages. We're 50% above our SMA. So anytime with any asset that you have a scenario like that, it's a profit-taking zone. Typically not the best zone to be looking for entries. We want to be entering on pullbacks and bullish trends, or more dangerous on breakouts, because breakouts can often look like this, right? Where it's a breakout. It is not a breakout. Nope, that's not a breakout. Back down to the bottom of the range you go. Liquidations for you. Okay. But as I digress, again, we are still bullish on the weekly. RSI has fallen back below the 70th percentile, so that was one of the profit-taking signals that we had. But now, I mean, it's showing strength, and we might even be poking our heads above the 70th percentile if we continue on. TSI is still confirming long bullish positions here. We haven't flipped bearish. OBV is kind of non-committal here, but it is rising, so I'm not really too concerned about that. And again, we are above our moving averages. They're fanning out, confirming the bullish trend. So, I mean, really, the only big weekly plays here, there's really only 2, right? For the long-term holders here, of course, you just got to continue to hold, right? This is not the time. If you think that 2024 is going to be the bull run with the halving and the election year, then this is small peanuts to be really caving out of your entire stack for. I mean, good trade, sure. You scooped up post the FTX collapse, rode it up 160%. All right, not bad. You're sitting pretty. Move on to the next thing. But for the diehard loyalists here, for the cryptocurrency traders here, I mean, you got to hold through this, all right? You got to hold through volatility. We might have a 60% correction, 50% correction, 80% correction. It doesn't matter. You got to continue to hold and add on dips. That is how you achieve portfolio success in cryptocurrency, in my experience. All right, so we're not really in a buying zone. I'm not recommending any weekly buys on BTC here. I mean, of course, you know, can play out, and those are tricky situations. Anytime, like I'm like, oh, don't buy, and then like it pumps next week, and they're like, well, you said not to buy, and I'm like, right, because it wasn't a smart thing to do. It doesn't matter that it pumped. You got to take the statistically likely bets and trade correctly. All right, anyways, so again, nothing dramatic here on the weekly. So again, for the long-term holders, you got to just continue to hold. Absolutely no problem here. We'll add at the 21, we'll add at the 55, we'll add at the 200. God forbid, even lower than that. But again, any dip opportunities or buying opportunities moving forward for the next year, long-term perspective, long-term thinking, guys. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is what's going to win us this year. Okay. The other thing we can do, of course, is if you want to be a little bit savvier, of course, you could open up puts in this range expecting the dive down. Of course, Arthur Hayes, that's the trade Arthur Hayes has taken, and one I've been recommending for a while. Of course, you can open up that hedge and hold your spot holdings. That way it actually acts as a hedge. So you just hold your short down, profit out, get more USD or more BTC, use that profit to buy BTC, and then all's well. So that's not a bad idea. If we go and take a look at... If we go and take a look at, and I updated the scene, so hopefully this looks a little bit better when we pull this up. Just let me refresh there a bit here. It's coming. It's coming. I can feel it. All right, let's just load the main page because for some reason we're not getting any response from Deribit. Come on, man. Let's go. I know you can do it. The title bar loaded. There's some kind of connection here. Just pull it through, man. Come on. Oh, this is so painful. What is going on? Can we just get a web page to load, for the love of God? All right. We're going to go back for now because this is not working out for us. I just wanted to kind of see what the IV is right now and how expensive at the money puts were. Again, that's the way to go, at the money puts. You know, again, in my experience, you know, when I started trading options, it was always like, oh, well, I think price is going to go to 33, so I'm going to buy the $34,000 strike because it's cheaper. Like, no, just buy the more expensive option, man. Buy the more expensive option. It gives you the highest probability of cashing out with success, and that's buying the option at a high. You want the strike price up here so that, you know, if price only goes down to here, you can still pull it out. You don't want to, that's a rookie mistake, at least for me anyways. It's a rookie mistake is buying strike prices down near where you think your target profit's going to be. No, you buy the strike price at the money and then let volatility carry you there. Let volatility carry you there. All right, I'm done here on the weekly. Not much to say. Open up puts or hold. That's it. Okay. Daily time frame. And we can just hide these drawings so they get, no, not everything. Just the drawings. Come on, people. It's like sometimes it's like TradingView doesn't even try sometimes. All right, again, daily just confirms this nice bullish trend. Here are the pullback opportunities we're looking for. These pullbacks to the 21, these pullbacks to the 55. As you can see, all of them banger buys. That's how you ride a bullish trend. You don't really want to buy here. You want to buy on the pullbacks. You want to buy on red days. Buy on red, sell on green. All right, so again, here we can see this nice alley-oop coming up off the bottom. Tried to dive down to the 200 SMA, was not able to make it. And now we've got our EMA bands really collapsing, really pulling all over each other. Honestly, this isn't the most like heartwarming area to look for along. This actually does look relatively negative. Again, we had big buys here pushing up, but so far a lower high, unable to break through this range right here and just consolidating on the 21s. And honestly, I'm just kind of looking for this 21 to pop down below the 55 and kind of give us that bearish moving average crossover and confirmation. Not ideally like really what we want to see, but not super fantastic. One interesting little tidbit to notice here. If we bring this out, no, we haven't really reclaimed it. course, I've been tracking this broadening wedge, and it's been interesting. Of course, this is where we did see support here, coming down to the bottom of this channel that price has been trading in. Bitcoin, you know, in the past, I remember like specifically 2018, 2019, channels did actually work for me quite well. I actually made a video about pitchforks too, because I went through this phase where I really liked pitchforks. There's a pitchfork tool here somewhere, or at least there used to be. Oh, now they just call it pitch fan. That's not really what we want. I wanted the pitchfork. There used to be a. Am I missing something? Yeah, it looks like they removed the pitchfork tool, and now we just have this thing called a pitch fan. I don't even know this thing works. Oh, that's interesting. All right, we're not going to mess around with all that harmonic pattern BS right now. Tyler says, I'm seeing tweets saying China's supposedly going to pump our bags. I mean, well, heck, if China's saying it. Well, so I would expect that what that is probably related to is the Hong Kong filing for Bitcoin ETFs. Sorry, I can't talk right now. The Hong Kong filing for Bitcoin ETF. So yeah, we just saw the first application for a Bitcoin ETF listed on the Hong Kong exchange. So I would assume that that is what that narrative is about. Good morning to you as well, Tyler, and good morning to Yes to Crypto. I did not see you there in the chat, my friend. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's. Do we see anything dramatically interesting here? No, we need to switch on our Heikinashi here. Is what we need to do, and get rid of our drawings here for a second, so we can try to make some objective decisions. Again, yeah, TSI did give us the bullish crossover here. RSI confirming the trade. So we do have the BTC swing long in. We'll continue to be in that position unless we close under the 55. So that's where we're at. We do have the swing long just based on the momentum that we generated. We definitely will take the chance here. We'll continue to hold that position. As far as the daily goes right now, I'm just not really excited to take a trade. We've got this consolidation period. And really, since we've already got the swing long, what we'll just do is add on a break here. We'll add on a bullish break. We'll add to the position on a bullish break. Meeting with Biden administration to discuss economic cooperation. Joe's trying to save his bacon. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that kind of makes sense, but I feel like that's a little amorphous. I feel like the more, if there is a strong narrative, there's a strong catalyst. It's going to be the same type of catalyst that brought price from here to here, from November to January of 2024, which was the speculation about the Bitcoin ETFs. But overall, I mean, today the daily is not looking super positive right now for me. So I'm not super eager to really do anything right now. 4-hour time frame is also looking pretty not impressive here. Again, we had this nice rally. We hit the bottom, this nice little rally up, holding the 200 SMA. But, you know, just all our moving averages are combining and containing. And since price has been predominantly going down, that's really what I'm expecting from price here, is for us to push to the downside and retest this liquidation zone. We haven't updated the liquidation zones yet. So I just kind of wanted to get the game plan here on the 4-hour. I really don't think there's much of a plan here. I'm not, again, we have the swing long on. And we will add on a bullish break here if we're just, but this does not look fantastic. Honestly, this does not look super great. And again, we're just hinting at breaking down through that 4-hour, and with TSI already bearish and about to close below the 0 line. I mean, if we close below the 200 SMA here on the 4-hour, I mean, we'll really have everything we need to take a swing 4-hour short. Yeah, same here on the hourly. I mean, hourly downtrend. Well, not even a downtrend. We don't have a downtrend. Just this consolidation and looking for which direction to trade in. You know, if we wanted to trade to the upside, again, right now is probably a good opportunity. But this consolidation has been going on for a while, and already have one drive down here into the liquidation zone. You know, fake break and then slide back down. So I think probably what we're going to focus on today is momentum shorting BTC. Is probably momentum shorting BTC. Yeah. And then we'll try to look for opportunities to potentially short other altcoins as well, and just kind of take a different approach as we kick off the start of this week. Mikal says pitchforks are in the lines category tab for me. Ah, yeah, okay. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it's in fact, they have their own little category. Yeah, pitchfork, shift pitchforks. All right, cool. Thank you, man. I thought I was going crazy there for a second. Tyler asks, am I using an indicator to find liquidation zones? No, I use CoinGlass. I use data directly from the exchanges. If this gets continuation, it will validate my macro bear case, but I was really hoping for more opportunities to add to the short higher. Yeah, I mean, I feel you. Who wouldn't want to short more higher? Link is only up 6% today. All right. Yeah, so I think that's the plan. First thing we need to do is unhide our drawings. And let's go in here and update our liquidation zones. So let's give our liquidation heat map a refresh. And we'll drill into the 12-hour heat map. All right, liquidation zone starts 42,452. $42,452, $42,187. $42,452. Right. And yeah, 42,452. 42,187. All right, there we go. There's the liquidation zone, and the heaviest level of liquidations in that zone was at 42,319. So I just want to make a little line here. 42,319. There's $20 million of liquidations there. So Matt, definitely strong magnet if that's where price wants to go. So, you know, I think we should probably hold off on any longs unless or until we hit that liquidation level. Liquidation level to the upside, 43,611. It's pretty chunky. 43,611 to 44,141. 43,611. 43,611 to 44,141. Liquidation zones are a little wider today. This isn't too bad. We can see the liquidation zone to the upside has moved all the way up. So we had a lot of shorts open up on these highs to push our liquidation price all the way up there. Now, I don't know what this line is for, so we're going to delete it because I don't like extraneous things on my chart. All right, and that's what we're working with. You know, we've hit the liquidation zone to the upside multiple times. There are a few spots of liquidity here, like 5 million. These are like the late shorters right here. We're not going to worry about that too much unless we start pumping. If we start pumping, then we will potentially start paying attention to that information. Okay. All right. So I think we're good here. We've got the BTC game plan. Whoops. And now we just got to figure out kind of what we want to do as far as actual trading goes. All right. So I think we're definitely not going to take any longs unless we get priced down here. All right. We're so close to the liquidation zone. There's such an incentive for prices to shove down here. That I'm really tempted to just like short down into the liquidation zone. I'm not 100% sure if that is appropriate or warranted. All right, so first off, let's look at a day of price and see what we think here. All right, yeah, so I mean, we started off nice rally up to the proximity of the liquidation zone and then steep dive down, obviously grabbing liquidations here. Rally up, rejection from the 200 SMA, and now pullback. So, I mean, the question is just like higher low or lower low, higher low or lower low. yes, I mean, I could see some merit in picking up a position here, but I just don't think so. I just don't think so. No. Either short at the 200 SMA or a lower high, but there's no liquidations there. So there's no real reason for price to go there necessarily. I wonder if that data could be collected and fed into TradingView and an indicator so you could see on your chart without manually doing it. So, I mean, listen, I would love it if there is. If anybody knows if that's possible, that would be absolutely fantastic. I know there are indicators for it, but like many like for example, like this indicator right here, this volume suite, right? Like this is supposed to be CVD, but CVD you have to have level 2 data to calculate CVD correctly. And this is just using up and down volume. So, you know, how helpful is it? I don't know. I just like data. Data helps me make decisions. All right. Do we decimal? All right. So again, plan's pretty simple. Yeah, plan's pretty simple here. Wait for price to drive down into the liquidation zone. To take some kind of daily long, if that seems appropriate, which I think it will be. And then the other key thing for us to pay attention to is, I mean, listen, if we smash these liquidations, yeah, basically just OBV. Good morning to you, Alexander Pearson, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is kind of a tough one. You know, obviously we're trading discretionarily. So this is exactly, and you know, obviously these are the challenges that you're going to face when you're trading discretionarily. And these are the kind of problems that dedicating yourself to a strategy will resolve, right? So, you know, we're looking at the chart and we're like, okay, well, there is a compelling argument to short the market here, right? From a trend following strategy, perspective, right? You know, what is the dominant direction? Down. You know, we just filled positions, got a lot of liquidations to the upside. We have tested downside liquidations once, twice. If we go for a third time, will we just break through? Will this channel act as support? Again, all of these things. Juan asks, how do I know there is a $20 million liquidation? Because I have the data right here. Fed into CoinGlass from the different exchanges. I can see where the liquidation levels are. And so can anybody. CoinGlass.com. It's a free feature. Hey, Ath1, good to see you, brother. It's all about smashing those liquidate. It is. It really is. Futures markets move from liquidity to liquidity. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate you watching the stream, brother. Thank you for being here. I hope you learned something. Hell, I hope I learned something. I'm just trying to learn something today. Come on, folks. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, so we got the compelling case for the 4-hour short. We got the compelling case for the 1-hour short. And then, of course, we just have kind of the simple strategy that we've been utilizing down on the lower time frames, which is essentially buying or fading breakouts, right? That's always been my primary lower time frame strategy, is fading movements, right? So buying low, selling high, shorting high, covering low, right? Pretty simple. And that is at very much at odds with my higher time frame strategy, which is very much trend following. So again, I think it's interesting for me to have these difficulties. It's certainly instructive for me. Hopefully it's instructive for you guys, because it's interesting, right? It's interesting. All right. But anyways, I think we have our plan. Yeah. I feel good about it. Yeah, open interest is pretty stagnant here, and sellers are in control of the market. So we'll just wait to see price down in the liquidation zone, and then we'll consider fading that. We'll consider fading that depending on how things look. All right, so got the Bitcoin plan. What is the Ethereum plan? First off, we're doing too much here. All right. First off, on the weekly, Ethereum really doesn't look too bad to me here. Of course, we have rolled over. We are quite high, but unlike BTC, Ethereum to me is just a little bit more clear and understanding here. Ethereum is just clearly doing well. It doesn't have that. 85% of my discretionary trading problems go away if I can just get myself to not counter trade. Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing, right? Just the problem is, like, the more you zoom in, as you zoom in, the more granularity you achieve, the less perspective you have, right? So you need that perspective of what is actually going on. Yeah, weekly here on Ethereum is not bad. All right. Again, this is not a good place to buy. This is probably a good profit taking zone. And we'd be looking to add on pullbacks to the 2155 and 200 as far as the macro goes. We're still extremely bullish on Ethereum. It's going to be a fantastic year for Ethereum. But right now we're just taking a pause, right? Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. So weekly's pulling back. Daily time frame, are we in a buy situation? I mean, I don't know. Everything feels very weird to me. This does feel bearish. We're just about to have that moving average crossover. That bearish moving average crossover, if we get any momentum to the downside with the 200 down here acting like a magnet. Yeah. Let's see what the indies suggest. Yeah, TSI on the daily is bearish too and has not rolled over. OBV is trending down as well. RSI is nowhere near overbought or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, this is quite different. Like, you'll notice that in bullish trends, we typically start getting like significant sustained follow through almost right away. And this is just nothing, just unable to break above the 21. But again, that's the first thing to pay attention to. If we can get back above the 21 EMA, 23.26, then life starts to look pretty good. But as long as we're just kind of stagnating down here, it makes me feel like price is going to want to break to the downside. And we could go 10% down to 22,041. Very easy, very fast. 4 hour, again, same thing. Resistance, rejection, rejection, resistance, rejection. This looks like I want to short this. Very much so. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe we do short Ethereum. Maybe that's not a bad idea. That's kind of how I'm thinking. All right, let's get our liquidation zones on here. Let's get rid of all this crud and crap. Don't need this. We 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 don't need this. Yeah, so we had this liquidation zone here that we tested here and then dove through it and banged into this liquidation zone. So let's, oh shoot, I'm so sorry guys. Just realized you guys weren't seeing everything correctly. That chat is kind of out of control. Let me fix the chat. Yeah, okay, this should be all good. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? There it is. There's the chat. Needs to be a little smaller. Come on. Well, there we go. Oh, let's say 440. That's going to look really funny here for a second. Wait a second. That's not the problem. What is the problem? Oh, see the live trading chat. I'm very confused right now. Hold on, guys. Okay. Oh, here it is. That's what. All right, sorry guys. Just one sec. Ha. I did not adjust the right one. Sorry. There we go. All right, chat's fixed. Chat's fixed. Sorry guys. That was crazy. That was a lot. Okay, liquidation zones. We want air. We want symbol. Ethereum. Oh, okay. So we can only select. That's interesting. Okay, we can get any. Okay, but for ETH, they're just going to give us. All right, they're just going to give us the cumulative. That's fine. 12-hour Ethereum liquidation zones. What do we got? Okay, we got a thick, chunky 2288, 2272, 2288, 2272. Yeah. So not bad. Liquidation zone has moved up. Okay. I can live with that. And resistance. I mean, where are the liquidations really at? 2348 to 2355. There we go. So liquidation zone has moved up. Of course, we do have some liquidation zone here, but that's where they get chunky. And it might even be. No, that's all. I mean, that's all pretty thin. We've even got dives down here. I mean, it's a thick liquidation zone beneath this, guys. It is a thick liquidation zone beneath this, and I mean, we got it. I think we're gonna go for it. I mean, we got to be going for it. I mean, we got to be going for it, right? Yeah, I mean, that feels correct to me. Go. I think we're going to drive down into the liquidation zone. Okay. 15. Now we can do. $1,953. I don't think that's quite right. That's only a $3,000 position. So we're going to wait a little bit. If we get any surge to the upside, we're probably going to double dip on that trade because that's not quite the right position size. 23.11. Make it 23.12. Okay. Mark price for our stop loss. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Take profit. All right, 22.78. $22.78 last price, of course, for our take profits. All right. We're good. We're in there. Got the ETH short, drive down into the liquidation zone. And then we will consider picking up a long. We shall. We shall consider picking up the long. For me, it doesn't work out. How are you going to sit there and watch me structure the whole trade and then have something to say about it, bro? Come on, man. What are we doing here? What's really going on? Hopefully everybody's doing good this morning. I'm feeling good. Right. Oh, you know what I just realized? We've been going like, oh no, I'm responding to that. Yeah, I feel you. We've been going a little while now and the music is playing, so. Got the music going. Let me know if I need to turn it up at all, guys. All right. Took us trading against the macro trend. Yeah, trading against the macro trend does not work out. All right. I mean, I think, listen, I think the big problem with that is that you know, most traders want big, juicy trades. And they know that buying low, like buying at the bottom and selling at the top is obviously like the ideal scenario, right? And shorting at the top and covering at the bottom is obviously another ideal scenario. And so traders, I think, instinctively look for those opportunities. And so when they see something at support, when they see something at support or, you know, at resistance, they really feel inclined to take a position. But I just don't think that's the way. So yeah, we're gonna short ETH short term here. See how that plays out. I want to see price drive down into the liquidation zone. I'm not a big believer in what we're seeing here right now. So keep that like that. Bring that into order. Now the thing is, all right, so we're shorting Ethereum, so we probably don't really want to long any altcoins intraday. But let's, of course, scan and see what's interesting. All right, of course, we got to take a look at our baby here, Solana. Let's just get a bird's eye view of what's been going on with this bad girl. I mean, it looks almost identical to Ethereum here. I've got the liquidation zone right here. We drove up, grabbed liquidations all the way to the top of the liquidation zone, and now chunking back down. Man, Bear Bill, good morning to you, my friend. Yes, to Crypto said, oh, thank you, my brother. Says, loves the analysis, dude. I learned so much every time. Thank you, man. That's very kind. That's very sweet. Question for later is a bearish engulfing candle more important on certain time frames? Like if there's one forming on the daily time frame, do people rush to prevent? Or in the say, I mean, yeah, listen, in general, yes, structures on higher time frames are more significant than structures on lower time frames because they take longer and they have more lasting effects. You get a more powerful reaction, for example, from you'll get a bigger move out of a daily double top or double bottom, for example, than an hourly double top or double bottom. Yes, for sure. For sure. But what I would say is that the structures and how they play out are pretty identical across time frames, with the only difference of speed. So this is why, I'm not sure how much I agree with this, but it's advice that I've heard a lot, and so far it seems to be kind of effective for me anyways. Like if you want to get good at trading, like trade the exact way that you would trade on the daily, but trade that way on like the 3 minute or the 1 minute, right? Because you're just going to get a lot more trades and you don't have to be as patient, because let's say you see a double bottom. Well, on a daily time frame, that might take a week to play out, right? And patience is a very hard skill. But if you're trading the 1 minute chart, a double bottom may take 10-15 minutes to play out. So you get kind of more of that opportunity. 25 watching, but only 3 likes. Come on, guys, smash them up. That's how we get the content out there, guys. You really want to support the stream, become a member. If we hit the member goal in 1 hour, I will stream longer. That's how it works. Right. So yeah, Solana is just chilling here. Let's go update our sorry. Let's actually do this properly. Bust out PTP on the weekly. Solana on the weekly, I think, looks pretty healthy. Again, just this same kind of distribution consolidation area. Just this consolidation / distribution area that we're dealing with right now. Again, not really recommending people to position here. We really want to be waiting for pullbacks. I really hope that we do get this like Q1 pullback because it's going to give us the opportunity to really establish positions that otherwise are not established. Of course, I mean, if you just want to be a long-term holder and you want to, profit off Solana throughout the bull market, like, yeah, buy here. Fine. Buy everywhere. But, yeah, that's not what I'm seeing right now. Weekly is definitely in a pause and hold, wait for pullbacks. Daily time frame confirms this again. Lower highs, bearish trend, lower lows. I want to be a trend following trader here, but at the same time, this is really, like we just had this really big trend, nice pullback, and now this is not looking super healthy. This looks like it wants to roll over and break down, guys. I'm not lying. Okay, so that's looking relatively bearish, but we don't have a signal to short, nor do we have a signal long, so that's all good. Okay. All right. So weekly is telling me to pause. Daily is telling me that price declines are almost imminent. That means we really want to look for shorts. Okay. So yeah, we can see here. Hold on a sec, guys. Let's get our liquidation zones updated for Solana. All right. Pretty chunky. Yeah, we got some right there. No, significant liquidations are 98.74. 98.74 to 99.45. 98.74 to 90. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. So our liquidation zone has moved down a lot. So I think there's some very aggressive shorters right now then. Yeah. And as far as support goes, this is a little tricky. We've got this little area right here, but I'm not going to concern myself with that. I'm not going to concern myself with that. I'm going to say 94.27. 94.27 to 93.33. Okay. Those are zones. Yeah, that looks. We went and banged the one to the upside. Now we're rolling under. I don't want to short Solana too, I'm not gonna lie. Come out back. Yeah, a ton of positions entered in there. Volume completely dismal. Looking at kind of how like open interest progressed throughout the day. Let's wait. We already got one short in at current prices. What we do next needs to be different. So let's be patient here. And let's see if Solana moves to the upside at all. And if it does, we will be watching and waiting. All right, so we've got the game plan for Bitcoin. We have the game plan for Ethereum, and we have the game plan for Solana. Now, let's go through the rest of our copy trade pairs and see if anything interesting pops our way. Let's get rid of that. Put our PTP system on. Arbitrum on the weekly, not really any data to give us, so we will go to the daily and take a Gandhi here. Okay. All right. So overall, let's talk about Arbitrum. Weekly time frame, great coin, solid coin, big hold in my portfolio. This is a good price to buy Arbitrum. It's always a good price. It's like, you're going to hear me be very consistent about this. I want to make sure, because it's important to me, that you guys not make mistakes that I've made in previous cycles, where I focus too much on trading and not enough on my portfolio. And so one mistake or one problem that I had consistently throughout even a couple cycles was being afraid to buy because prices were high and wanting to get those pullback deals all the time. Well, I mean, we have a pullback deal right now. Arbitrum is a good add to your portfolio at these prices. 174. It's not bad, you know? Okay. But from a technical analysis perspective, we are in a bullish trend. We are above the 200 SMA. We are kind of resetting. All right. We've had a pullback to the 21, smashed through it, had a pullback to the 55, bounced, rejected from the 21. So far we are making lower lows and lower highs. All right, confirmed. So we would be expecting another leg down to the 200 SMA unless we get a break of trend or a change of character or something, anything different. Any kind of nice, sustained, consistent pumps. But I think the market is shifting. I think we are starting to see that bleed out. And again, I think that is probably going to be the dominant direction of the market. You know, as Tyler has pointed out, as so many people have pointed out, you know, even as people like Arthur Hayes have pointed out, probably the dominant direction of the market, unless proven otherwise, is bearish. Probably moving into March till we get the halving and things start popping off. That's what I'm thinking. All right. By the way, you guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for being on the stream, my friends. rid of that. Let's restream chat source 2. We don't need that. All right. The only thing, I don't think that, and I'm going to test it real quick. Test it. No, guys, it's so frustrating. I cannot get my Stream Elements alert box to work. I just can't. Box. Source. Box. Let's once more, one last time. Test. So frustrating. All right. Anyways, we tried. I'll get it, man. Thanks, Juan. Appreciate you, man. All right. So yeah, Arbitrum not looking too hot here. Just getting ground down by the MAs, guys. Just getting ground down. F1's got some orders on Solana to buy at 45 and 50 for the long-term wallet. I think it's a good idea. Solana is one of my biggest holds. Definitely one of my bigger holds. Okay. Sorry, we were doing something. Let's carry on. Let's get our hourly here. And no, that's not helpful. All right, so Arbitrum looking pretty nasty. Optimism's doing stuff though. Optimism looks a lot better than Arbitrum. Optimism's got some heat. Optimism. Oh, no, unfortunately, really, though. Not really doing much of anything. Same double top, deep pullback to the 55, rejection and rejection. Hourly is pretty interesting, though. I'm gonna buy that pullback. How long would one have to wait? Are we getting some bullishness? Yeah, getting some bullishness. I'm really glad that I was sitting there and I was like, man, I feel like I should add in my ETH short. But then I did not. All right, so let's see, maybe 42,742. Yeah, 42,742 maybe. See if we grab liquidations. If we make a higher high, then our plans change. If we make a higher high, then plans change. Plans change, and we try to chase momentum. So because of that, I do want to put this. I do kind of want to put this optimism trade in our back pocket here. And daily is not very impressive here, but Nice pullback to the 55 consolidation. I wouldn't really expect to see a pop here. It doesn't look too bad though. That hourly is kind of juicy. That hourly is kind of juicy. Just out of curiosity, where are the liquidation zones on optimism? 298 to 301. Okay. And then, oh, I mean, yeah, there's some. Oh, we hit those though. We hit those. Not much there. What do we got? I mean, I'd say the real liquidation zone's like 316 to 318. $316 to like 318. That's way up there. We got a ways. Oh, that's very interesting. All right. That no man sound pretty optimistic. What, trading this bounce? Maybe, yeah. Don't think I'm going to though. Because I'm not a sucker. We have a plan. We stick to the plan. All right, sorry. Let's carry on with. So yeah, we'll put optimism in our back pocket here, because that's where we went along. But we are basically in the middle of these two liquidation zones, and we're not really close enough to either of them. Buy at 302, TP 315 done. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah. That is, I mean, that what you're summing up is basically that's the strategy, right? Target liquidations on a liquidation zone, because the market wants to go here, and then it probably wants to go here, unless it wants to go down to further liquidation zones. But and this is only one piece of the puzzle, right? The other part, the immortal part, the eternal part, will always be up for grabs, which is, what do the other market participants do? Right? Best laid plans of mice and men. You've got a great plan. You execute on the plan, and there just happens to be, some millionaire somewhere that hits the red button in a panic, and your plans go to crap. So that's trade. That's baked. That is baked into this thing that we call trading. Chaos, uncertainty. Whoa, Sui, what's going on with Sui? Excuse me. So Sui hitting the liquidation zones. Obviously pumping on the daily. Sui's up 300%. Look at Sui's TVL and DeFi Llama. Wow. Yeah, I'd say so. Oh yeah, 500 million. Am I alone in feeling like the fast-moving price action is mostly done for the day? I wasn't about to try to long before bed, but I caught some of the dump today on a short, feeling like it'll be sideways. Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not the biggest fan of when we started streaming. Sorry, what I mean by that is I like to trade. I like to do this day trading thing an hour after the bell, and then we get some pretty good volatility. But now it's like, yeah, we're entering into the afternoon slump, right? So you're probably not wrong. Don't be mad, Eth1. Just use that anger and remember that the next time the next token's dumping, right? It's all about just learning so that we make different decisions next time, right? That's what this is all about. All right. Why an hour after, not right at the bell? Because I can't trade right at the bell. I have to get my daughter off to school. So if I could trade right at the bell, I would. But right now, my personal circumstances do not allow me to. I have made a pretty important commitment to be a good dad. So I'm trying my best. All right, I don't think there's much to do here for Sui. Honestly. Trade-wise, because, you know, we're kind of past the thing on it. 4 hour. All right, like the only thing here might be shorting, and I'm not sure if that's really what we want to do. Unless we just hit like a liquidation zone, and then maybe I would consider it. All over the place. And we're far away from liquidity. Liquidations for Sui are down at like 152, 151. Yeah, so right at the 55, that would be a banger trade. Tell you what. Hotwee. Where are the liquidation zones to the upside? Thick liquidity at 160. Yeah, of course, that's where the liquidations are. Of course, that's why the liquidations are. We did have people short. Is there a reason to push price back up there? I don't really think so. All right, we're getting a little bit of positive movement from BTC. We're getting close to that 42,700 mark. Ethereum decided to pump as soon as I shorted. All good. Sui not really responding yet. But I think we'll just chill for a second. there's not really, yeah, we just chill, relax. Everything's fine. Everything's all good. Say the plan. All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. Listen, chat. Talking to you. Can I trust you to behave if I go get a bev? All right, I'm gonna go get a bev. Need you guys to just stay right where I put you. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I get the reference, Tyler. I get the reference, man. All right, all right. Exciting times. What do we got going on here? Oh my good lord. we got some movement, got some action from the Sui Nation. Let's see what we got going on here. We did hit quite a few liquidations on there. And that was quite a, there was not really a massive amount of liquidations there. That was a big candle. That was a lot of open interest that dropped out. That's crazy. Open interest dropping a little bit here. Shorts closing out, I think. All right, where might we go from here? All right, here we go. We shall see here pretty soon. Kind of what the market's intentions are with this pump. Patience, patience, patience. All we got to do is wait. All we got to do is wait. I kind of want to continue our search for a trade, though. Chain link. I mean, that's a pretty aggressive long. A BNB kind of looks attractive here. Ape doesn't look too bad. XRP looks all right. Aptos. That might be one to consider here. Cardano, Doge, Polkadot. No. Uniswap, BCH, Altcoin, Axie Infinity. Maker, maybe a little bit. Ethereum Classic doesn't look too bad, actually. YFI is not too bad. Phantom. Oh, that's too aggressive for me. That X looks pretty decent. The things that caught my eye running through that scan were BNB. BNB really caught my eye here. What the daily looks like for BNB here. Looks like the grease cooled down. Yeah, man. The chicken's in the fryer, man. They just ain't cooking. They ain't hot enough. We lost that heat. Let's see here. Ah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just a really aggressive buyback on Aptos. I'm just not really excited about any of these charts this morning. Doge looks like it wants to go down to the 200 SMA. Or, sorry, ADA. That's Cardano, I'm sorry. Doge. Looks like it wants to break down. Lower high, lower high, lower high. So we'll just keep our eyes on Sui here. I think that's good. Let's keep our eyes on Sui. Ooh, first sign of struggle here on BTC and Co. Do we short the 20-minute pump? Do we short the 20-minute pump? Let's go take a look at our day for perspective. I mean, feels right. Okay. That feels about right. Let's get in here and structure the trade. Let's see. Yeah. Just our count. This is suggesting a position size of 12,000. We're lower than that, so that's fine. 43,054. $43,054. Mark price. Where do we want to take profits? Well, we know we want to take profits in the liquidation zone. 42,391. $42,391 last price. And life's good. Okay. All right. That's it, boys. We're cooking. We're positioned. All right, let's see what happens. Double dipped. Double dipped on the chip. Let me know what you guys are trading. You guys got any interesting charts? What's on your desk? What you're looking at? What you think is exciting, interesting, enticing, wonderful, lovely, tasty? Got 45 minutes left in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Fidelity added 1,836.4 BTC again within 4 hours, as per Arkham on-chain data. They're guapping it up, man. Using the guppy, Andrew. Good one. I like guppy. It's a good indicator. I like BWAP better, but guppy is not bad. Guppy's not bad at all. The thing I like about guppy is that it gives you very clear, or clearer, I should say, like very compelling buy and sell signals. Oh, pound down. Well, I apologize. Or speaking of which, I know not. Yeah, the Guppian, it's like Chris Moody's got a good one. There we go. There's the Guppy. A bad little tool. This is Chris Moody's Guppy. It's just, you know, you got two moving average bands, fast one and a slow one. Oh, God, never mind. He says no. He's like, get that thing off your chart, man. All right. Want to look at a Forex pair? Yeah, what do you got? Way too much shit on the screen? Yeah. That'll probably be one of our strategy challenges where we trade with the guppy. I would like to I think that'd be a lot of fun. Just do like the live streaming series where we just trade with one particular indicator. And we can kind of like record our results and see how we do. Pretty fun. All right, reaching the lower time frame 200 SMA on Ethereum. THB USD, higher time frames, and I'll look at the bat. Let's see what the bat's bringing us today. All right. Yeah, give me 1 second. I will look at that. What is the other? Oh, I know what I wanted to look at the liquidation heat map for Ethereum and see if we were close to any new licks. Yeah, 2317.63. 2317. Oh, that's quite a ways up there. Holy crap. That's kind of a ways. I think that's might be higher than our stop loss. There is 2312. That was a nice little buy rally that just came in. I mean, definitely change a character. Ethereum, you know, obviously showing more strength than BTC here. And Solana. Ethereum outperforming everything right now. Nice. All right, let's while we wait to get stopped out, apparently, let's go look at the THB USD. All right. All right. Is the tie back going to bottom out anytime soon? Well, I will say oh, no. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah. That's perfect. Okay. I mean, this doesn't look hot, dude. Lower high, lower high, lower high. You might be surprised after we dump out valuations of Asian currencies going crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. I mean, I'm pretty bearish on the daily here for the Turkish baht. Bearish trend, pullback, re-entry opportunity at the 200 SMA / EMA cluster, moving average cross under. TSI is bearish, RSI is bearish. OBV doesn't matter here, obviously. And attempting to fresh breakdown of the lows after a pullback. I mean, I feel like this just continues. I feel like the Turkish baht just continues here on the daily time frame. Feel like we just continue to the downside. Not sure what this line is doing here. Oh, it's volume. All right. Problem with exotics is just the spreads are just too wide unless you're trading. Yeah, exactly right. This chart is the reason I keep my balance in USD when I'm in Thailand. At some point, if it puts in a weekly high or low, I'll move stuff over. Yeah, I think that's I mean, generally, right? USD holds value pretty well. It's less volatile than any other currency. That's why everybody wants it. That's why it's the world reserve. That's why it's the world reserve currency. Finally hit some short liquidations right there. We get stopped out. Not yet. Ooh, that was close. It still might occur. So relax, everybody. Still might occur. Brief calm before the storm here, apparently. All right, trying to HA flip right now. Battle. Battle between the Bulls and the Bears. All right, we got. Oh, hey, you know what? That member goal needs to move. I see that. Got member goal label, goal icon, and text. I'll just slide over. It doesn't look like them. This looks like them. That looks centered to me. Too bad those USDs don't buy you much in the USA. They do much better abroad. Yeah, of course. The luxury of traveling as an American. All right. I wonder if whoa. Oh my God. Look at that. That is awesome. I had no idea this tool was available. Look at this. On Coinalyze. That is super cool. I want to move that to the left side of the chart though. It's definitely on my way. Can I move it? Darn. Not letting me move it. All right, so short liquidations are green. Buy liquidations are red. And then can I somehow make this? Well, no, I can I? Take it down to like 30% opacity. And same on the value, like 30% opacity. All right, that is pretty slick. So do you guys see what just happened now? This is beautiful. I absolutely love this tool. This is fantastic. I mean, this is great. So look what happened. You can see here from 2311 down to about 2285. This is, and really obviously 2211 down to 2303. You can see that there is just a ton of liquidations here. Let's see here. So values color. This is all right. So we're gonna have to see. Oh, I see it. It's buys. Yeah, it's long liquidations and short liquidations. Long liquidations on the right, short liquidations on the left. But anyways, price just drove up through the meatiest chunk of short liquidations. Search for that, can't find it. Well, I'm on Coinalyze, not TradingView. This won't be available on TradingView. Coinalyze.net. But this is awesome. You guys see this, right? Like we just drove here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit more. All right, look. Here is where all the short liquidations are. We can see because of the big thick green bars. Price went up to the look at this like sharp drop off. Here's where this is how many short liquidations are here. You see that? How few? It drove all the way up to the top of this area and is now pulling back. This is the tools we need to be using. This is absolutely fantastic. I love this tool. This is so good. I don't want to get like too excited because like I just discovered it, but I think this is a staple now. All right. So we just hit all the short liquidations here. And I do not see any reason for price to go higher. So and I kind of see every reason for price to go here. I mean, we kind of chewed these up though. So I'll be kind of easy. But I think we just added a short here. I mean, I don't feel like this is rocket science. Yep. I mean, that's one of the easiest trading decisions I've ever made in my life. And we're going to go ahead and set our stop loss. Well, first off, let's come in here. Do things the way we should be doing things. Uh, 2320 is where it wants us to manage risk. But 2320 yeah, I mean there's not a lot of liquidations there, but obviously a safer place would be 2331 over this kind of chunk of liquidations. But the other thing too, like, is if we carry on up from here, then we're going to hit this liquidation area. So 2320 is probably fine then. Okay. And take profits again. I think we just keep it same and simpler. 2280. Gonna look for a big win here now. Oh, not like a super big win. A tangible win would be nice. Okay. Wow. You talking about the Philippines? Is that what you mean by the Phils? Yeah. Making me jealous. $50 a day. It's good money in the Phils. Not bad. All right. So I think we stuck to the plan pretty well so far today, guys. We shorted the bottom on Ethereum and lived through a pump. We took a Bitcoin short pretty much like right here. Bitcoin didn't really make, yeah, we basically just shorted right here. Bitcoin hasn't really made any significant progress. And then we added to Ethereum after identifying that we had come up and wicked liquidity. So now I feel good. Like we've hit all the liquidations. And if we continue on from here, then that's okay. We were just wrong, like we just chose the wrong direction to trade in for the day. And sometimes that's going to happen. No matter how good your analysis is, sometimes you're just on the wrong side of the market. And that's why we manage risk. And that's why we trade the way that we trade. There you go, man. $200 studio apartment. Living simply is good, right? Focus on the things that matter to you more. $20 minutes left in the stream, you beautiful, lovely people. Unless we hit the member goal. He fishes every day, eats fresh food from the market, has a live-in maid, 10 minutes from the beach, has a beautiful and special lady. You're gonna be jealous, dude. About to go. About to get on the plane right now. Random question. Jasmine is dead. Jasmine was kind of popping. Like last year, right? Or am I thinking 2021? What's up with Jasmine? I mean, dead / in that weird, long-term sideways accumulation maybe, or absolutely hopeless buy potentially, right? Like, there's there's I mean, 1,000, 10,000 coins that look like this, right? Where, it's just been down only and nothing massively significant. Again, we still get accumulation rallies and stuff like that. So you just, with coins like this, there are, I know there's traders with specific strategies of basically like sniping these or dip buying these. The main thing that has helped for me trying to identify pops in these is waiting for on-chain activity when I start to see, buying off the bottom. Jasmy's already up off of its lows, about 100%, 80%. And I would say the next significant area for Jasmy to break up over is 0.007. We can get over 0.007, then we'll actually be looking pretty bullish, I would say. Let's see if we can find any places for Jasmy to go. Jasmy. And I want to see the 3-month when we're doing something like this. All right, what do we got? All right, well, there is a lot of liquidity at not 6. And of course, there's liquidity at not 4. I think that's the big battle with price. You can see we just drove through these liquidation zones right here before a steep pullback. So if we're going to remain bullish, the next drive will be up to not 6, and then steep pullback. Then ideally we go for that drive up to not 7. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the next area. This is all pretty not much. There's nothing there. But 0.6, that's where we want to go next. I think Jasmy probably continues. You are welcome, my friend. Yeah, I mean, if we can hold this level and not descend down to hit liquidate, there's liquidations down here. If we can hold this level, life's good. Up here. Zone. I think that's where price wants to go. All right, what do we got going on? Pullback is real. The pullback is real. It's happening. Yep. All right. Well, we nailed that. Good job, guys. All right. Now we got the dip buyers. Dip buyers should be considering stepping in right about now. And that's kind of what we're waiting on. Do the dip buyers get wrecked here? Because BTC, Ethereum's been very decisive with its movement. BTC has not. You can see BTC just waiting. Why can you guys? Oh, sorry, this is the wrong. Yep. You can see BTC just waiting, just chilling, not sure what to do. Ethereum knew exactly what to do. So we grabbed liquidity. And ideally, we just head down and grab liquidity from underneath. That would make us all very happy. That would make me very happy. Obviously, I can't speak for you guys. You guys might not be happy. Especially if you're buying this dip. My good lord. You know what? Realized I don't like status line. Logo. Logo's fine. Title just needs to be thicker. No, I guess I'm okay with that. New ticker and description. Just for y'all's sake. Put that ticker description. I'm fine with that. That's okay. This is fine. All right. We are now coming up upon the first of the long liquidations that are somewhat significant, in my opinion. But they really start in earnest here and here. If we just go here, does that... Shorts liquidation. There we go. No, you know what? Looking at this, I'm not scared. ETF helping BTC. Oh yeah, for sure, man. When this mid-cycle dump comes in, I'm going to load up on Solana and Link. In addition to the obvious BTC and ETH, can't really find another I want to swing that hard for, but I do want to diversify more. Yeah, man, those are good. Those are solid. You know, listen, most people are going to make the mistake of over diversifying. And again, it's so critical to not be making massive, big mistakes with our portfolio because it's really, I mean, it's honestly, it's a really simple thing to do. Just buy and hold things that are high quality. That's all you have to do. Buy things that are good. Too many people are out here trying to get like become multi-millionaires off of sub $1 million market cap coins. It's just not, it is not realistic, right? Just buy things of high value and, you know, increase your income so you can buy more crypto. Link is not in my portfolio, but Solana is. Solana is the third largest thing in my portfolio. All right. Coming to our first liquidations here. I need to figure out if okay, so we just we have liquidations down here. Oh, okay, stable coin margin contracts. All right, I see it. Yep, I get it. A little bit of a battle. Little bit of a battle right now. Now let's see if we get a lower high, or if we're going for it. Nice pullback city. Lower high, or do we go for it? Yeah, it should be as simple as fried cheese. Just like Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just mess. It's easy to mess up, right? I mean, there's so many shiny objects to distract yourself with. By shiny objects, I mean new tokens, new projects, new ways to stake, new ways to earn, airdrop. Like, there's just so many things in crypto that can captivate your attention. But as you get more experience, you'll come to realize that the majority of metrics are unreliable, and that it's process. It's process over strategy, kind of, to a degree. Just make sure you are doing your process correctly, and life's okay. If your process is incorrect, you're gonna have trouble. 10 minutes left in the stream, guys. Unless you guys go absolutely crazy and purchase 5 memberships within the next 12 minutes. We will go an extra 30 minutes. Can't be us. No, 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 no. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. All right. So rejection from the liquidation zone. Pull back to the 2151 EMA cluster. Chilling. Ideally, rejection from the estimate would be really nice right now. That'd be great. I need BTC because BTC is like, whoa, I'm not moving. Put a delay on what? I don't know if I can. I mean, I got a looper, I got a mixer all right here. But I'm not sure how to put a delay on. But I can definitely make my voice sound like this. Like I'm talking through a megaphone, or I can do a robot voice through a megaphone, or just a robot voice on its own, if that's cool. So, yeah, we got options. We definitely got options. That's all hardware too, not software. I did use, there was a couple applications I was using for like voice changes and things like that, but I just like my reverb nation. Yeah, dude. I got my Go XLR right here. Just plug my microphone into it, and it's got everything. All this is built in. I really like it. It's a good device. I mean, my stream setup's pretty low key. I'm not gonna lie. Just the DSLR camera, which Ben picked out for me. It's really good. It's got a nice lens on it too. That was pretty expensive. My camera was like $3 grand. But I have the mini key lights from Elgato on the Elgato stream stands. Maybe, you know, I'm thinking that, but see, I'm in a very well lit area, so I don't really need the big key lights, but sometimes I want to shoot at night. And so I do think that in the long run here, probably getting the bigger key lights is probably better for the stream. And then I just have a Stream Deck XL, which helps with the scene transitions and stuff. I use it not just for the show, but also for trading too, and just in general using my computer. But that's nice. And then the Go XLR. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and of course the microphone. Audio Technica AT-AT. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so pretty weak buyback so far, which is not really what we wanted to see. If things are going to be bullish, I would have really expected prices just go ahead and surge. And I'm hoping that now BTC is like, all right, cool, finally I'll go down. What's up? Let's go, man. No, that's pretty cool. High low close. That's interesting. Candles. Candles is fine. You guys have been really great today. I appreciate you guys showing up for the stream. Again, apologies that we streamed a little bit later than today, but that's all right. We got a little bit of a larger crowd in here, so that was fun. That was cool. I definitely need to fix the alert box because that's aggravating. It is quite aggravating, actually. Because it worked really well for like a day, or it worked really well for like a week, and now that's not working. I mean, I feel pretty good about how we're positioned here. I mean, the original plan was to short down into the liquidation zone, and we had a stop hunt prior to that. So this is fine. So as long as price just does want to continue on to the liquidity zone down here and not do a big alley-oop and reverse structure or shift, that's going to be good. For us anyways. Because we pointed out, there's the next liquidation zone's like 2330 on Ethereum. So if we do get back above this 200 SMA, above 2307, and then we're probably gonna go all the way to 2330 because that's the next zone of liquidity. But fortunately for us, that does not appear to be what's happening boots on the ground at the current moment, which is nice. Yeah, Bitcoin's got a little bit of liquidity at 43.48. 43.048. But I don't feel that, that's not compelling enough. We just hit all the stops. We just hit all the liquidation. So it's fine. Price got what I wanted. We can move down now. And, I do remember, well, but then again, that was different. All right. Last week, we did this exact same type of trade where we entered in the liquidation zone and then we exited price at the mid-range VWAP and we could have held price all the way to the bottom. The only difference structure wise with that trade and this trade is that with that trade, the macro, the preceding, like what was going on prior, right? The trend, because that trade occurred. Let's pull up and get 5 days of data. And get the indicators off the charts for a second. Yeah, because that trade happened. Let's see, that would have been last week. So that was like up here, right? Like where we were up, and we bought a greedy pullback, right? In my experience, up's more likely to continue down, and down's more likely to continue up, right? Like ideally. So that's okay. So far, nice reaction. Life's good. Price is moving down. But we're gonna wrap the stream up, guys. That's it for today. I really appreciate you guys. Let's switch over here. Let's kill the music, of course. Kill the music. See you, brother. Be good. I'm out of here too. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today for today's stream. I appreciate all of your encouragement, your engagement, your generosity. Could not do the show without you guys. If you want to support what we're doing, the best thing you can do is become a sponsor of the show, become a channel member here on YouTube. You can support this free content that we make for $3 a month just by clicking that join button. You get some great perks and eventually access to our Signal channels and our Discord. So appreciate that. Otherwise, if you want to support the show but cannot afford to do so, just hit the like button. It helps get the content out there in front of eyeballs that haven't seen it before and helps us grow the community for everything that we do here. So thank you guys so much for your support. We will be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be on time, 8:30 a.m. Central, Mountain Standard Time to 10:30 a.m. So I will see you guys in the morning. Remember to trade safely. If you guys would like to join our mentoring program, if you'd like to copy trade me, all of the links down there are in the description, as well as links to everything else you could use in life. And I will be back tomorrow, guys. Trade safely.